Welcome back everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2012 Volkswagen Santana. So this now has 1072 horsepower, 868 pounds-feet of torque from a 3.5 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,338 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 3.637 seconds. And 0 to 106.21 seconds, and going to a top speed of 241 miles an hour. So the fastest car that we've had from Volkswagen so far on this series has been the Pickup LX, which is in 85th place at the moment with a time of 3 minutes 22.744 seconds. Hoping this can do better than that, but as you can see, the stats on some areas are pretty on the concerning side of things, the handling and the braking being two main issues. Considering how much faster this car is than it was originally, the braking is on the low side of things, but the off-road capability, launch and acceleration are pretty good, and it does obviously have a high rate of top speed. But yeah, we're not going to hit 241 in this on this course, but it does at least mean we've got plenty of leeway, you know, in terms of top speed or the kind of speeds we can get up to. So, you know, we're not going to be bouncing off the rev limiter if we get to like 150, 160 or anything like that. So, yeah, it's got the potential to be quick. It's certainly got a higher ground clearance now with the off-road suspension. But obviously this car has now more than 10 times the power it had originally. And yeah, it was hardly a fast car in the first place, nor was it the best handling. So yeah, this could be a little bit hectic. But hectic vehicles on this series have been quick before. Just because they're not smooth or, you know, entirely predictable does not mean they're going to be slow. It just means they're tricky to handle, really. Oh dear, like that. The suspension does seem quite bouncy, which I guess is to be expected given how much ride height we've given it. Yeah, getting 174 miles an hour there, which is pretty good. Just about got it under control as well. So yeah, the brakes are the big concern because we like to have the best brakes possible for a car on this series, considering the kind of speeds you can get up to. Plus it obviously means that you can brake as late as possible and therefore gain extra time. Right, how we're going to do with the handling here. Mostly okay, better than I expected. I was expecting the rear end to fly up in chaotic style there. That did not happen. Certainly sounds a lot better than it did originally. I guess that's what twice the turbochargers, twice the cylinders, and nearly twice the cubic capacity will do to a car. This probably looks quite hectic and out of control, but to be honest, I've had far more difficult times with some more sedate vehicles, to be honest, because they usually had some massive understeer issue or just generally weren't able to put the power down, whereas this is able to put the power down. Doesn't really have any understeer issues, which might well be because it was originally front-wheel drive. And yeah, the suspension is taking the hit. It might be a little bit on the bouncy side, but it's able to deal with it. And despite obviously being a saloon, it is reasonably agile as well, so don't judge a book by its cover at the end of the day with this car. Maybe brown and looks like it's made in the 70s, which it kind of was, but it's quicker than you give it credit for. Despite my concerns with the brakes, they certainly helped to slow down there. Come on, put power down. Well, we're the quickest Volkswagen that we've had by around 2 seconds, as we managed a time of 3 minutes 20.394. And as I said earlier, the Volkswagen Pickup LX managed 3 minutes 22.744 seconds. So yeah, we're more than 2 seconds quicker than that car. and that means that we shoot up the leaderboard over that vehicle into 67th place. Yep, we beat the Rivian R1T, which, yeah, was hardly a slow car, as well as the 1962 Lincoln Continental, and other off-road vehicles like the Illumicraft Class 1 buggy, Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, the Cupra Fermenta VZ5, Nissan Safari Z 370Z Safari Rally Tribute, the Rivian R1S, the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, and the Celine Sport Truck. So yeah, and we're also quicker than the MG Cyberster from the previous episode as well. So yeah, on the whole, that is reasonable. To be honest, obviously we're not the quickest by any means, being, you know, just inside the top 70. And we are slightly slower than a Chevrolet Silverado LT Trail Boss, which was obviously an off-road orientated vehicle, but we're also slower than a Toyota Sports 800, which, like, this car was well and truly out of its comfort zone. But still, considering this is well over 10 times the power it had originally, has, yeah, like I said, a much bigger engine. It's even lighter despite the fact it's got all-wheel drive now and that much bigger engine. It dealt with everything pretty much fine. No real issues at all, outside of the fact it was quite hectic, but that's just because of how much power it's got while not weighing that much in the first place. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.